July
2024 সালের
2024,
জুলাইয়ের ঘটনাবলীর
its
উদ্দেশ্য
purpose
ছিল
was
স্পষ্ট।
clear.
প্রতিটি
Every
হতাহতের
casualty
ঘটনা
had to
তদন্ত
be
করতে হবে।
investigated.
প্রতিটি
Every
সহিংসতার
incident of
ঘটনা
violence
খতিয়ে
had
দেখতে
to
হবে
be
এবং
examined,
প্রতিটি
and
পরিবার
every
সত্য
family
জানার
deserved
অধিকার
to
রাখে।
know the truth.
আমি নিহত ও আহতদের
I
পরিবারের
met
সঙ্গে সাক্ষাৎ
victims'
করেছি,
families, visited the injured,
হাসপাতালে
and
গিয়ে আহতদের
instructed
খোঁজ
the
নিয়েছি এবং
authorities to provide
সংশ্লিষ্ট
the
কর্তৃপক্ষকে
highest
নির্দেশ দিয়েছি
level of
যেন সর্বোচ্চ মানের
medical
চিকিৎসা
treatment free of
সম্পূর্ণ
cost.
বিনামূল্যে নিশ্চিত করা
And
হয়।
on 1st
1
August,
আগস্ট
I
আমি তদন্তকে
strengthened
আরও
the
বিশ্বাসযোগ্য ও
inquiry
বিস্তৃত
into a
করার লক্ষ্যে
3-member
3
commission
সদস্যের একটি তদন্ত
so
কমিশন
that
গঠন করি,
the
যাতে
investigation would
নিরপেক্ষভাবে
be
সব ঘটনা
credible
অনুসন্ধান করা
and
যায়।
comprehensive. But after seizing power, the illegal
কিন্তু
interim government
ক্ষমতা
led by
দখলের পর
Mohammad
মোহাম্মদ
Yunus
ইউনূসের নেতৃত্বাধীন
stopped the
অবৈধ অন্তর্বর্তী
investigation.
সরকার
They did not
সেই
allow
তদন্ত
the
বন্ধ
truth
করে
to
দেয়। তারা
come
সত্য
out.
প্রকাশ হতে দেয়নি।
They gave
হত্যাকাণ্ডে জড়িতদের
indemnity
দায়
to
মুক্তি,
those
ইনডেমনিটি
who
দেওয়া হয়।
involved in the killings.
যদি তারা সত্যিই
If
বিচার
they
চাইত,
truly
তাহলে তদন্ত
wanted
বন্ধ করল
justice,
কেন?
why
যদি তাদের
did they
লুকানোর
stop
কিছু
the
না থাকত,
inquiry?
তাহলে হত্যাকারীদের রক্ষা
If
করল
they had
কেন?
nothing to
এই
hide,
একটি সিদ্ধান্তই
why
প্রকৃত সত্য
protect the
প্রকাশ করে।
killers?
তারা বিচার চায়নি, তারা ক্ষমতা
That
চেয়েছিল।
one
তারা
decision
তদন্ত চায়নি,
tells the
তারা
truth.
প্রমাণ মাটি চাপা দিতে চেয়েছিল।
They did not want justice. They
তাদের
wanted
নিজেদের
power.
বক্তব্যই
They did
সত্যকে
not
প্রকাশ
want
করেছে।
investigation. They wanted the evidences buried. Their own words export the truth. An NCP
এনসিপির
leader
একজন নেতা
said
বলেছেন,
revolution would not have
পুলিশ নিহত
succeeded
না
if
হলে
police had not been killed and the metro
এবং
rail had
মেট্রো
not
রেলে আগুন না
been
লাগালে
set on
বিপ্লব
fire.
সফল হতো না।
The BNP leader in
সিরাজগঞ্জে বিএনপির এক
Sirajganj
নেতাও
also said
প্রকাশ্যে বলেছেন,
publicly that Enayatpur police station was burned and
এনায়েতপুর
police
থানায়
were
আগুন দেওয়া
killed
এবং
to
পুলিশ
make the
সদস্যদের
revolution
হত্যা করা হয়েছিল
succeed.
যাতে বিপ্লব সফল হয়।
These statements show
এসব
that the
বক্তব্য
July
প্রমাণ
August
করে
movement was
জুলাই
not
আগস্টের
merely a
আন্দোলন শুধু
quota
কোটা
reform
সংস্কারের
movement.
আন্দোলন ছিল না,
It
এটি ছিল
became
সাংবিধানিক
a
শৃঙ্খলার উপর
coordinated
একটি সমন্বিত
assault on
আক্রমণ, যা গোপন
constitutional
নির্দেশনা,
order
সংগঠিত
driven
সহিংসতা
by
এবং
hidden
পরিকল্পিত প্রচারণার মাধ্যমে
instruction,
পরিচালিত হয়েছিল।
organized violence and propaganda. The conspiracy did not
এই
end
ষড়যন্ত্র
on
5
5th
আগস্টে শেষ
August.
হয়নি। 5 আগস্টের
After
পর
5th
সহিংসতা
August,
রাজনৈতিক
violence
নিপীড়নের এক
became a
ধারাবাহিক অভিযানে
campaign of
পরিণত হয়।
political persecution. The killing that began on 16 July with the murder
16
of
জুলাই
Shabuz
ঢাকা
Ali,
কলেজের
a
ছাত্র ও
Dhaka
ছাত্রলীগ
college
কর্মী
student
সবুজ আলীর হত্যাকাণ্ড
and
দিয়ে যে হত্যাযজ্ঞ শুরু
student league
হয়েছিল
activist
তা আজও
has
থামেনি।
not stopped. আওয়ামী
আওয়ামী
লীগের
লীগের নেতাকর্মীদের হত্যা করা হচ্ছে, গুম করা হচ্ছে, গ্রেপ্তার করা হচ্ছে, বাড়িঘর ছাড়তে বাধ্য করা হচ্ছে এবং মিথ্যা মামলায় জড়ানো হচ্ছে। গত 2 বছরে অন্তত 10,000 মানুষ নিহত বা নিখোঁজ হয়েছেন, 6,50,000 মানুষকে গ্রেপ্তার করা হয়েছে এবং 3,500-এরও বেশি মামলা দায়ের করা হয়েছে। এসব মামলায় প্রায় 4,50,000 নেতাকর্মী ও সমর্থককে আসামি করা হয়েছে। এছাড়া আরও 10 লাখেরও বেশি মানুষকে অজ্ঞাতনামা আসামি হিসেবে অন্তর্ভুক্ত করা হয়েছে।
More than 1 million others have been as unnamed accused.
আমার বিরুদ্ধে
Against
600-এরও
me,
বেশি মামলা
more
দায়ের
than
করা হয়েছে।
600 cases has been filed. Women activists of ছাত্রলীগ,
ছাত্রলীগ,
student
যুবলীগ এবং
organization,
অন্যান্য
youth
সহযোগী
league,
সংগঠনের নারী
other
কর্মীরা
affiliated
নির্যাতন, অপমান ও হেফাজতে বিভিন্ন
organizations
ধরনের
are
নিপীড়নের
facing
শিকার হচ্ছে।
abuse, humiliation, torture in custody. Many
অনেক
leaders and
নেতাকর্মী
workers have
কারাগারেও
also
মারা গেছে।
died in
তাদের উপর
prison
নির্যাতন,
amid
চিকিৎসা না
documented
দেওয়া,
accounts of torture, denial of medical treatment, deprivation of food, negligence, and denial of basic rights. The persecution is not limited to the Awami League members of only. The member of minority community, judges, lawyers, intellectuals, cultural figures, journalists, professionals, workers, even rickshaw pullers, farmers, ordinary citizens have been attacked, arrested, or accused in murder cases. No one who stands for the spirit of the liberation war is safe. Symbols and memorials of our liberation war have been destroyed. Freedom fighters have been humiliated with garland of shoes. The historic residence of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the Bangabandhu Memorial Museum at Dhanmondi 32 has been attacked and demolished in phases. This is not random violence. This is an attempt to erase the spirit of the liberation war from Bangladesh. Muhammad Yunus himself spoke of pressing a reset button to whip away the country's previous history. They want to erase the liberation war, they want to erase Bangabandhu, they want to rewrite Bangladesh against the foundation on which it was born. Convicted war criminals have been released, militants and top terrorists have been freed. Even after a state election brought the BNP to power, the situation did not change. Industrial sector has faced negative growth. Defaulted loan in the banking sector have reportedly risen from 13% to 47%. Poverty has increased from 18.60% to 46.8%. Investment has turned negative. Job creation has collapsed. More than 2 crore people have newly fallen into unemployment. Over 500 industrial factories have closed. More than half of industrialists and business owners are either in prison or forced into hiding. The government is running by borrowing 700 to 900 crore taka from banks every day. Project costs have been increased by 50% to 250%. At the same time, militancy is rising. Children are facing torture, rape, humiliation. And ordinary people no longer feel secure in their own lives. Extortion, murder, kidnapping have become regular features of daily life. These are not just numbers or isolated incidents. Behind them, there is a family, a worker, a farmer, a small business owner, a mother who cannot buy food for her children, and a young person who no longer see hope. But let me also remind you what Bangladesh had achieved. The welfare of the people has always been the purpose of my deep politics. My father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, gave his life for the ideal, and I have carried the ideal with full commitment. During my 5 terms as a Prime Minister, we used long term planning, sound financial management, disciplined implementation to place Bangladesh on a strong foundation. After 2008, across 16 years and 4 consecutive terms, we implemented major projects such as Padma Bridge, Metro Rail, Rupur Nuclear Power Plant, Matarbari Deep Sea Port, Kandapuli Tunnel, Bangabandhu Satellite. We maintained GDP growth between 6.5% to 7.5%. Our development projects were not vanity projects, they were part of building national capacity. Our social programs were not charity, they were investments in human dignity. We made Bangladesh stand tall. We made it known as the rising tiger of Asia. Bangladesh's crisis is not only a domestic crisis, it affects regional peace, security, trade, development, and human dignity. That is why I call upon the international community and all the friends of Bangladesh to stand with the people of Bangladesh in their struggle for democracy, justice, and peace. A stable Bangladesh matters for South Asia, for the Bay of Bengal, for development partners, and for all countries that believe in democracy, rule of law, and justice. The next decade can be a decade of recovery and renewal, but only if democracy is restored and the people are allowed to decide their own future. That is why I make these demands clearly. The ban on the Awami League must be lifted, political prisoners must be released, false cases must be dropped, freedom of speech must be restored, media freedom must be protected, judicial independence must be guaranteed. Law enforcement agencies must serve the people, not those who use power for revenge. These are not demands for one party only. There is necessary steps to save Bangladesh. Whatever fate awaits me, I will return to my people. I cannot stay away while my beloved countrymen are suffering. I know I may be detained to prison. They may try to enforce verdicts issued in fabricated cases, but fear cannot decide my duty to the people. My life moved beyond calculations of personal safety long ago. In 1971, I was in imprisonment with my mother. My son, Joy, was born in captivity. In 1975, I lost my family. I spent 6 years in exile. After returning home, I fought against military ruler, dictatorship, and political conspiracies. There were 19 assassination attempts against me. Even the grenade attack of 21st August 2004 could not stop me. Therefore, I am not worried about my own future. I am worried about the future of Bangladesh. I want to return because the people deserve security, development, prosperity, and peace. They deserve a state that protects them, an economy that gives them opportunity, and a democracy that gives them rights. My return and the return of the Awami League to the democratic process is not about power. It is about putting Bangladesh back to the right track. It is about reviving the country's path of development, progress, secularism, stability. I want to return to Bangladesh to one purpose, to stand beside the people and help improve their lives. The people are the source of all power. I believe in them, I trust them, I love them, and I will return to them. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu.